Good afternoon, guys. Hey, Tamika, Teresa. I want to talk to you guys today about a few things that's going on inside our community, right? The first thing I really want to share with you guys, the first thing, if y'all can remember a while back when I put up the video about the Athens Clarke County Police Department and the incident they had with the two black guys, right? Uh, a lot of y'all didn't get a follow-up story on that, and I just want to tell you what is the situation going on with the follow-up story about the two guys that was assaulted downtown, right? One was assaulted downtown, one was at a gas station on North Avenue. Um, so I did ask for the video, the police cam video from the police department, and I asked them could they provide me with those videos so I can show the community if it wasn't no wrongdoing done. Let's show the community that it wasn't no wrongdoing done by posting these videos, right? Um, and they refused to give me the video. They refused to give me the police video cam because I guess I I would think that they refuse to give them to me because they don't want the community to know what really happened with the police officer putting his uh, knee on the guy's neck. So I assume that they just didn't want that to get out, man. So they refused to give me the video. So I'm gonna have to go through an attorney to actually get the video. Um, I did reach out to the the guy parents, and one of the guys, and he's doing good, man. He got a little, he ain't never been in there like that before, man. He got a little after effect behind it, but um, he's doing pretty good, man. Real respectful young man. He's doing pretty good. Um, in one case. So I just wanted to update you guys, let you guys know about that first. The second thing I want to talk about is that I don't know if y'all been keeping up with the mayor commission meeting, right? If y'all been keeping up with the mayor commission meeting, um, a lot of stuff is going on wrong in the government, right? A lot of stuff is going on wrong. We seeing people retiring, seeing people quitting, we seeing people get fired, and mainly because we got a government that's crooked. I guess you just call it like it is. They crooked. Um, so Athens got 57. I'm gonna give you a quick breakdown for the one that just watching, right? Athens got $57 million, right, during COVID to help build the community up, right? For one, when they got this funding, it was for the lower part of the community, right? To help build us out of poverty, help build the peoples out of poverty, black and white. I mean, because black people ain't the only one in poverty. We got white people, everybody in poverty in Athens, Georgia. So that $57 million was to help Athens and help the community get out of poverty, meaning affordable housing, education, whatever it took to use for that $57 million. So they got that $57 million, and instead of Athens, Georgia going forward, right, we went backwards. We went deeper into poverty. And you would think if you get $57 million, how do you go backwards? How do you go? Seem like you would go forward with $57 million. You would go forward, but they didn't go forward, right? So they're going backward. A lot of people done jumped off the boat and done retired and resigned and quit and moved on. All in the process of why messing up this money. And I said that and the reason why I'm speaking about that is, and we're gonna do a story on it, but I want to tell you guys something. When I made the post the other day about we need some more commissioners, we do need some more commissioners. Cause here's what we done found out. A lot of the commissioners, old and new, have been taking funding of the $57 million and directing it toward their friends. They've been trying to make sure their friends get funded. We got people now coming out the woodwork that ain't never did nothing for the community at all. We got people that ain't never made a proposal at all in the history of Athens, and they are now asking for funding for projects that they won't even use. And I keep saying, if you're gonna get the funding, if you're gonna get if the government, if one of the commissioners is allegedly your friend, or y'all cool, or y'all went to school together, whatever the situation is, if they gonna give y'all this money, make sure that they give y'all this funding that's gonna build a community up, not just so you can make $70,000-$85,000 a year, put it in your pocket and it's gone. And I'm gonna bust it out tonight. I'm gonna do a story on it tonight, and I'm gonna put my receipts in it so y'all can see it. But it's wrong, man. It's wrong. We shouldn't be taking no funding, giving it to our friends just so they can jumpstart their business, and the community is still hurt. The other night, on the 6th, the other night, you seen people getting allocated funding. One $75,000 and one $30,000. And it's not gonna help our community at all. We still got parents that's struggling. We still got youth that need help. We still got homeless people laying on the street. I mean, while y'all trying to help commissioners, while y'all are trying to help y'all friends and buddies jumpstart businesses, we need to concentrate on what's needed in the community first. Because if your friends were doing this work in the community, they wouldn't need no funding. I mean, I did it 4 or 5 years without funding, with my own money. So, and I can name 5 organizations right now off the top of my head that we can get some funding to, and I know they're going to do what it need to be done to make the community better. But y'all always overlook them. Why? I mean, you always overlook the people that needs that funding. You gave $400,000 away for 5 homeless people, for somebody to teach 5 homeless people how to sweep with a broom. $400,000 to help 5 homeless people sweep with a broom. I'm trying not to cuss today, y'all. I'm trying not to cuss today. But that's the situation that we're facing, guys. We got commissioners sitting in the seat, allocating funding to their friends. And I don't know, I would think on the back end of it is that if somebody advocate money to their friends, right? Or to their buddies, or their classmates, or whatever the situation, if they advocate large sums of money to their friends, their partners or whatever, the street term of it, you would look at it and be like, somebody getting something on the back end. You're using taxpayer dollars to fund something that you know is not going to work for the community only because they're your friends, right? Or because they're your buddy. That is wrong. That is wrong. All that money y'all pushed out the door last night, what, about $375,000? We'll never see it in the community. Nowhere. We'll never see it. And that ain't right. We got to start, guys, what we got to start doing, we got to hold the commissioners that's still sitting on this commission accountable for all the negativity that they are doing. They done messed up $57 million. $57 million in less than 2 years. They done messed up $57 million. And people done got fired behind it. People done got resigned behind it. And they continue to do it. We got the last little bit of money now that's there and finna get ready to go out the door, right? And they choose to give it to their friend. Now, if you look at the chart that I be putting up, if you look at the chart, no affordable housing is nowhere, right? That's the first thing that what was supposed to be on the list, affordable housing for our community, right? And still, I think single bedrooms are now still like $1,300 to $1,400 for one bedroom. So where did the affordable housing go? But I see around the community multiple housing, multiple student housing done been built all over Athens, and we can't even afford it. Not a normal working class 9 to 5 person cannot afford it. But yet we took the $57 million and supposed to build the city up and made it better. You ride down North Avenue at night. You ride on Jefferson Road at night. You see homeless people just standing out. Nowhere to go. Laying on the ground. Nowhere to go. Police are continuously raiding the homeless camps where they try to hide it and put their tents up so they can sleep. Police are tearing those camps up now and giving them 72 hours to leave. If they don't leave within 72 hours, they go to jail. And I think the sheriff department would let y'all guys know that over half the jail now filled up with homeless people trying to survive. And that ain't right. So while we were sitting there allocating taxpayer dollars to our friends, we should have been worried about those people that's suffering. Because your friends ain't suffering. They just found an avenue to get some money from you or from y'all. And our community is still hurting. Our youth is still hurting. Every time I turn around, I see negative stuff about the Clark County School District. I see negative stuff about the homeless population. And just living in Athens, period. And it shouldn't be like that. Not when we had $57 million. So that's wrong. But I'm going to do a story. I'm going to do a story on it tonight. And I'm going to place it on my website with my receipts so y'all can see everything that I'm talking about. And a lot of people don't like the fact that I call it out. I don't call it. Look, as long as I'm walking with God, ain't nothing you can do to me. Nothing. Nothing. You can throw me in jail. You can put dead chickens in my mailbox. Whatever y'all like to do. I don't care about none of that stuff. But I'm going to keep calling it out because the people in the community need to know. We got an election coming up. We got a DA election coming up. I'm not going to talk about the president because my views on the president's situation ain't going to be everybody's views. So I'm not going to talk. But we're going to talk about right here in our city right here. Right here in our city in Athens, we got a DA election coming up, a big DA election. A lot of people saying vote this way. A lot of people saying vote this way. When I vote and when I ask the community to support me, I don't look at a color. I don't care if you represent Republican or represent Democrat. Whatever best for our community, that's what I'm gonna ask guys to help me get these peoples in the office. Now, I have had a chance to talk to both parties. I have Miss Gonzalez and Kalki. I had a chance to talk to them. And the one thing out of both of those conversations that I got, the guy that's running for DA now, he walked up to me. Well, he called me on the phone, actually. He called me. I told him, hey, look, let's interview you guys, get y'all on the platform so y'all can tell the community, what, your views are and what y'all gonna make better. And the first thing that he told me is said, Mr. Hardy, he said, I respect you a lot, man. I love the work you do in the community. I said, thank you, sir. He said, but we got a problem. I said, what's the problem? He said, the first problem is you're a convicted felon. I said, I'm a convicted felon. He said, yes, you're a convicted felon. I said, so what that mean? I mean, cause half of Athens convicted felon. So I said, so what do that mean? And he said, it wouldn't look good for my campaign if I'm talking to a convicted felon. He said it wouldn't look good for him if he's talking to a convicted felon. I said, well, sir, do you know, did you know that, you got convicted felons like working in the courthouse now? Work in the courthouse. So, because I committed a crime 35, 40 years ago, do that still make people look at me like a bad guy? He said, I just think it might hurt my campaign. And then what if you get in some trouble in the future and I have to be the one to send you to prison? I said, what? I said, well, you know what, sir? I appreciate your view. However you feel, I appreciate that. But let me tell you something. Some of these people that you calling convicted felons and all that stuff, it's gonna be the one that have to place votes. Cause you know I can vote, right? So I'm one of the one that gonna have to be able to place votes. So while you thinking I'm a convicted felon and my vote don't count, my vote gonna count. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying, I said, sir, I'm sorry that you feel like that to a convicted felon, man. But you have a blessed day. And I hung up the phone. And I don't hate him. If that's how he feel about convicted felons, I don't dislike him for that. But I want somebody I don't know how y'all feel. I mean, because some of y'all probably ain't never stole a piece of bubble gum in your life. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, but I'm going to be honest with you. We got a community that's struggling now. And we got a kid that might, a 13-year-old kid, 11-year-old kid, whatever age, might walk in the store one day and pick up a candy bar because they were hungry and get charged with it. And I don't want that kid, because he was hungry, I don't think he should be looked down upon because he stole a piece of candy. I'm just using that for an example. So I want a DA in that position that's going to understand. You know what I'm saying? If this guy ain't already elected, he said he can't talk to me because I'm a convicted felon, I don't see where you going to be benefited. It's just me talking. Y'all can feel a different way, but if you can't talk to me now, man, I done did more for you running for DA, and I done did more for the community than you possibly ever will. I think you done check my background and you know that. But I don't think it's going to be fair to my community. Not that I'm out here finna go rob a bank and you going to convict me tomorrow. That ain't the situation. But what about Lisa and John and little Jerry and all those people that might get in trouble for the first time? If you're looking down on convicted felons now that's not getting in trouble, what if somebody make a mistake and get into trouble? They ain't gonna have a fair chance. At least now, right now today, if somebody make a mistake, we got a court system and some judges and a DA that's understandable. They understand this. That's who, even with the commissioners, they're the type of people that we need that can understand. Because this is a new world now. This ain't well, Jimmy break in your house and you give him 30 years in prison. This is a new world now. And a lot of people, elected officials too, haven't adapted to the new world. You know what I'm saying? That's why y'all think these teenagers running circles around y'all? Because they up on it. It's these people 30 and older, they not on the new world. They just can't get it together. I hate it. I'm trying to stay in tune with it. I'm not trying to get stuck behind, but until you get in tune with that, I mean, you just sat here and told me because I'm a convicted felon, you can't talk to me. But I'm sitting in the same, I'm a convicted felon, but I'm sitting in some room that you can't even go in. So I can't say that you will ever have my vote in anything. Because one thing I know for a fact, no matter how many times my record is cleared or how many times they hide my file, I'm still gonna be a convicted felon. That's not gonna go nowhere. When I was a kid, yes, I was bad and I committed some crime. So I'm gonna always be a convicted. So that means you can never have no conversation, never. Because that convicted felon, I die convicted felon. So who I'm gonna go to the polls and vote for? I can't vote for the guy that I can't even have a conversation with. Cause he said to make him look bad, he's talking to a convicted felon. So I'm gonna go with the person that I know I can sit down and explain the community issues to. That's who I want to talk to. That's who I want to be able to help my peoples out. You know what I'm saying? To help us out that's struggling. Help all the peoples out that's struggling. If y'all look at it, ain't nobody no angel. Ain't nobody no angel. Everybody make mistakes. Even some of these commissioners, elected officials, they all judges, everybody. Everybody make mistakes. I have met no perfect human being on the face of this earth. Nobody. So everybody make mistakes, right? But do we hold you to a mistake that you made? We can't. No, man. We got to look. We got to sometimes. You got to know when to move on. For one, you got to know when to move on. So I can't vote for somebody that can't even talk to me now. What if I had 10 million people behind me right now? I'm a convicted felon, and I got 10 million people behind me right now, and we're headed to the poll, and you need all our 10 million votes to win, right? But you got to talk to me first. So that means you automatically lose the race because you already said you cannot talk to a convicted felon. Come here, Bella. So that's one issue. I just want to bring that to y'all attention. That's another issue. That's something to look for. I'm not with this DA election. I think it's obvious who I'm gonna vote for. Who I'm gonna vote for with this DA thing. But I mean, I can't tell everybody to vote that way, and I'm gonna stay out of it. I'm gonna stay out of it because I don't want nobody to think that I'm going with this person for certain reason, or this person for certain reason. But I definitely can't go with somebody that can't even talk to me now, because I might rob a bank tonight. I ain't gonna say, I'm gonna say I need to, but I ain't gonna say that because it seems like people kind of take that for content. But that's what we need to watch. So guys, I think that was all that I need to talk to you guys about. Pretty much, you know, we got commissioners that funding their personal friends. They funding their personal friends with taxpayer dollars, and I'm gonna let my assistant do a big article tonight about it with all the evidence in it. And it's gonna, when y'all see the evidence on it, it's gonna blow y'all away. It's gonna, all these non-profits that we could have possibly gave money to that's already doing the work. Excuse me. That's already doing the work in the community, right? They already doing the work. Just fund them and let them build it up so they can continue to help. I got people calling me about their rents. I got people calling me getting evicted. Y'all ain't worrying about none of that. All you worrying about is just giving your friends some money, I guess, so you can get something on the back end. That ain't right. That ain't right. That ain't right. You worry about giving your friends some money so you can get catch some on the back end. Y'all know what the back end mean, right? So I ain't got to tell you that. But that's the thing that I want to share with y'all, man. So watch for the blog tonight. It's gonna be a blog come out tonight, with all the evidence in it. What you see in this blog, it's gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow your mind. But we need to start getting behind the organization that's out here doing the work. I'm not the only one doing the work in the community, right? You got a lot of good organizations out here that's doing awesome. You got some churches that doing some awesome work, and the non-profits that doing that awesome work, and they're always overlooked. They're always overlooked. And at this time, our voices done got stronger. Why you think all these vice presidents and people running for president, why you think they running to Georgia now? Because our eyes are open now, and we see what's going on. And I'm going to tell you something. Our voices are strong when we speak together. When we speak together, our voices are strong. So we got to continue to do that. Continue to expose the negativity stuff, the corruption and stuff. I had one guy say he can't be my friend no more because I made a post about the police jumping on a black man. I said, man, you said you can't be my friend no more because I made a post about the police jumping on a black guy. He said, yeah. I said, what they got to do with our friendship? If we friends, what they have to do with our friendship? He said, well, you have to look at my board. Some people's on my board is a part of the Athens Clarke County Police Department, and they said it wouldn't be good for me to be your friend. Man, this world, I ain't gonna even say that. But look, I know what a lot of people saying that wasn't your friend anyway. And I done known this guy since Pardo, since Nottingham, but now he can't be my friend because I made a post about the police jumping on a black guy. But yeah, guys, that's all I want to talk to you guys about, man. Look out for the blog tonight, all the evidence. And I tried to have a meeting with the individual, the commissioners actually, uh, and let them know the community concerns about this $375,000 that they just gave to their friend, and both of them declined the meeting. So I said, oh well, I just go ahead and let the community know what's going on with this, and I do a story on it. And y'all know me, every time I say something, I can prove it. So I'm gonna put those receipts in that blog tonight, and it'll probably go out after 12 o'clock. A lot of y'all will be sleeping when they go out, but in the morning, be on the lookout for that blog, man, because it's gonna have a lot of good stuff in that's gonna expose a lot of stuff. So make sure y'all catch that, man, on the First Step website. But thank you guys, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. If y'all guys have any question about anything that I ever say, you can inbox me. A lot of y'all got my number. Call me and reach out to me, man. I'll clarify everything, or I tell y'all about any situation that you want to know about. It just hurt me that I still see this negative stuff going around in our community. And, you know, I get a lot of calls daily, man, from people that's hurt. People need hotel vouchers. People need housing. Homeless people want something to eat. They want to get out the heat. I mean, I get so many calls a day. I got 5 phones. I don't even know how I even be able to pay the bill on 5 phones, but I got 5 phones that constantly ring. I finally learned, since I got iPhone, I finally learned that when I can set the setting on it, when I pull up at home, it'll automatic go on do not disturb. So I thank you iPhone for that. But even then, I'm still talking to people. Finna get ready to go to a meeting now, matter of fact. But thank you guys for watching. Like I said, anytime that you want to know anything, man, or anything, some of y'all got my personal number, man. Give me a call, man. I'll be glad to talk to you or meet with you about it. We do got an event coming up pretty soon, man, for the homeless population at the end of the month. So we're helping the homeless stay hydrated and stuff like that, because I get a lot of calls. And Toyota Distribution, they going to be a part of it too with First Step. So we're going to make sure that the homeless population get a lot of stuff to drink, man, because we have been having homeless people pass out with the hot weather and stuff, man. And I noticed it ain't no more homeless funding, so I noticed ain't nobody trying to help the homeless no more. I just like I'm the only one. When I go out in these camps and stuff and go talk to them, I ask them who coming by to see them. Ain't nobody doing. What happened to all these cookouts y'all were throwing for them? And you know, when the government had all this allegedly funding going out for people that working with homeless people, I mean, people was everywhere. People was everywhere. Oh, taking pictures. They hugging homeless people, taking pictures and all. But now, it ain't no more funding for the homeless. You don't see nobody. I mean, y'all tell me if I'm wrong. You don't see nobody out there no more helping these people. So did you really love them, or did you just try to get some money? I mean, come on now. We just talked. Me and some more people just talked about this the other day. They said, "What happened to all these cookouts and I don't know, these side pictures they was taking and all this stuff? You don't even see these people no more, man. If you truly love somebody, you truly trying to help this community, you don't have to have funding to do. All you got to do is have God in your heart, man. I tell you, I've been doing it for about 9 years now straight. No rest, 24 hours a day. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tune on. I just wanted to update you guys on that, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Share the video, because a lot of the people that's gonna be in this blog on these commissioners and stuff, they're not able to see my live video. But 3 of them ain't able to see it. One because, anyway, I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna be petty. But share this video, please, guys. Share the video. Let them know. Let them know what's going on. Be sure to look at First Step website tomorrow. All the receipts and stuff will be in there about the incident that I'm talking about. So y'all can't, I mean, so they, not y'all, but so they can't say that Charles lying. You know, they want to discredit me so bad, because I be bringing that heat to them, and I'm gonna keep bringing that heat, because guess what? I'm one black man that love this community to death, no cap. And I was born here, I was raised here, and I love it to death. And I'm gonna keep doing it until they get it right. When they get it right, I sit back. I can go on vacation then. But thank you guys for tuning in, man. I love y'all, man. Y'all be safe.